What's up, everybody? Dark Cosmic here, back with another astrology video. Today I'm going to talk about Venus in the 8th house. So, what is Venus? Venus is the inner princess-like energy within everybody. This is the energy that is a youthful feminine energy within everybody's chart. Is their expression when they express their feminine energy in a youthful manner. This is what their Venus represents. Venus represents survival. Venus represents luxury. It represents partnerships. It represents love. Venus represents comforts in life. It represents, I don't know if I said finances already. Yeah, I think I did. It represents the arts. I think I'm leaving out something here. That's all I'll say for now. So, the 8th house, on the other hand, is governed by Scorpio. And the way I look at Venus is I look at Venus like Venus is a person. And we're going to take her, and she's going to be living in the 8th house. And the 8th house is a location that we're going to. And when you look at your chart, you see the 8th house, you're looking at it like, all right, this is the 8th house in my aura field, in my energy field, in my being, the location in my being, or the location in my mind, the location in my persona, who I am. The 8th house, there is a world within you. You have worlds within you, and this is the 8th house. We're going to take this aspect of you, this Venus aspect of you, and we're going to put this Venus aspect of you in this world of yours. Or you can even think of it as like how people have the chakras, etc. But let me stop getting off the topic. I'm just trying to paint a picture for you guys, because this is how I see things. So the 8th house, it's governed by Scorpio, and in this house, this house is about transformation. It is about darkness, secrets, frozen water. Water equates to emotion. So, and each water sign is a cycle, is a part of the water cycle. And you can take Scorpio as ice, and Cancer as regular liquid water, and Pisces as the evaporation of the water. So when water is being evaporated, that is Pisces. When water is settled and is in its true form, it is Cancer. And when water is frozen, that is Scorpio. So you can see it in the water cycle, and water in its many forms. All right, so it's frozen water. Here you find sex in the 8th house. You find mystery. You find manipulation. You find power. Scorpio. I hope I didn't say 7th house, but all right. Scorpio, aka the 8th house, because Scorpio governs the 8th house. The 8th house. Scorpio is, to me, Scorpio's like a ninja. And I say that because they live in the shadows. They dwell in the shadows. They are warriors of the shadows. Because Mars is the planet of war. But there are two types of war. They are the warriors that like to There are the assassin type warriors, aka the Scorpios, and then there are the frontline soldiers that are coming, at you and gonna come and knock on your front door and blow your head off, aka Aries. So there's just two types of warriors. So this is what it also represents. It represents that more cunning type of warrior, the warrior behind the scenes. Back to the whole transformation aspect of the 8th house. The eighth house can bring a lot of healing. It can bring a lot of healing from transformation and growth from transformation. It can also bring a lot of pain because transformation can be very painful. So we're going to take Venus. Like I said, Venus is like this individual. We're going to put her in the 8th house. Now, keep in mind, Venus loves comfort. She loves, being around people and chit-chatting on a beautiful sunny day, having partnerships and being cute, etc. We're going to thrust her into the house of darkness and transformation. You think she's going to like it there? Fuck no. Venus does not like it in the 8th house. But soon, she has to get used to it. So she learns the ways of the 8th house. She learns to be cunning. She learns to be manipulative. She learns to freeze. She's hardened now. Venus has become a hardened criminal assassin in here. And I'm being very expressive because I'm trying to paint a picture for you guys to see. Venus is now toughened up. So she doesn't want to be here, but she got to be here now. So Venus doesn't really like to be here, though. This is not really the place she wants to be for the most part. She's away. She's far away from home in the land of darkness, manipulation, and sex. She's seeing things she never seen before. She's opening doors in this house. All kind of weirdo activities is going on. So what are these people like? These people love sex, obviously. They love secrets. They love keeping secrets. They love keeping other people's secrets, or they love keeping secrets away from people that they have themselves. They love being behind the scenes. They don't really love to be thrusted into the forefront of everything all the time. They don't like to be the center of attention all the time. But they are still very selfish. Because it's a Mars energy, regardless of the fact that they may not be self-centered like a Leo and want the attention, but they are selfish, and so they still want things to go their way all the time, because they are fixed water. They are stubborn, frozen, solid water. So stubborn, fixed emotion. So these people love power. They love manipulation because they want things to go their way. And this is not the way to love for the most part. The people, you shouldn't love like that, right? So Venus has a hard time here finding love, finding partnership because of that. But they have a great time finding a lot of sex, because sex is a transmutation of energy. There's power, there's give and take, there's a constant I've got you, now you've gotten me on the ropes with sex. It's like a tug of war. So they do very well here. So they might have, sexual relationships that are plentiful, but the actual partnerships that are, fair and all of that, and don't have to do with that give and take thing, is probably not very plentiful. Now, depending on your moon sign and depending on what type of Venus you have, whether it is Venus in Libra here, then maybe you will be able to have best of both worlds, be able to have a lot of sex and a lot of partners. But if you have a defective Venus or Venus that doesn't like to be in a certain sign, and it's in a house that doesn't like to be in as well, then you're just going to have a lot more difficulty with that type of Venus. So these people, they have a love for power. They have a love for transformation. They love to transform things for good or bad. They love to go to the gym and see the transformation within their body. They love to have deep transformative emotional experiences, because they are so. The reason why Scorpio is so about transformation, because it's sick and tired of being this fixed ice energy. They want the ice to shatter and become, water again, and become, evaporate again, and cycle to continue. They are looking for that. They are looking to go through that cycle, and that's to their benefit and their detriment, because always loving transformation might be the type of person. This is why the trouble with the relationships, and relationships is not just sexual relationships, marriage and boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It's just relationships in general. They just like these people, they like to go to war because they like to see the friendship or the connection break and then reconnect, or they like to see the relationship break. There's distance, then you rekindle it, and then you're back together, and you're passionate, and we're here, and then break that shit again, because they have a love for transformation. As crazy as it sounds. So that is to their benefit and their detriment. They can find themselves having a lot of deep experiences, but at the same time, they can find themselves having a lot of turmoil in their life all the time, because they constantly have a love to transform situations all the time. They also are extremely psychic, so they have a love for the psychics. They have a love for deep things, period. They have a love to do deep research on things. They have a love for the darker side of life, whether that is they have a heavy porn addiction, or they have, they like to be on the streets late at night around people that are doing activities they're not supposed to be doing. They have a love for that type of stuff. And if that's not the case, they just love the deeper side of life, which might just be they love to see people in the most profound and deepest experiences, whether they are, what do they call those women that help other women give birth? Like I think they're called doulas. I forgot what the word was, but whether they are helping people in these deep, powerful, transformative experiences, they have a love for this type of stuff. So they can be deep, psychic type, healer type energies as well. So it's not always bad. There's a lot of good here. And I guess in the masculine aspect of this might be, these Venusian people, they might have a love for putting, let's say they're a man, right? They might have a love for, maybe they're into fitness. They might have a love for seeing their clients go from shit to fit, like they love seeing the transformation, or they might be, a drill sergeant in the army, and they love seeing their underlings go from barely being able to, run a mile and jump through all the different things that they have to jump through, all the hoops that they have to do in the army, to now they are one of the highest ranking generals. They're like, damn, look at this transformation. They love that. They love being part of that type of shit. So, or they love just transforming themselves. Maybe they're changing their face. They're doing a lot of plastic surgery. That's for both sexes, actually. So Venus doesn't like to be here, because Venus likes stability, likes to lounge around, likes to enjoy the fruits rather than the labor. It enjoys the arts. It doesn't like to smash things and watch them rebuild themselves all the time. It's like, damn, I was just enjoying my beautiful day on the beach, and all of a sudden, a freaking tidal wave hit me. Like, I don't want that. I don't want those experiences, so pardon me. The women with this placement might have been extremely sexual growing up, or had a lot of sexual advances towards them growing up, and they have a lot of secret sexual activities that have happened in their history, for good or bad. Maybe if they were a really great experience, they had the best sex of their life, but they ain't telling nobody, or they had the most horrifying experiences, and they're not telling anybody about it, because Scorpio, the 8th house is secret. This is where secrets go to die. Skeletons in your closet. So these women here, they might have experienced that, or they could also be women that completely not into sex at all and don't want to have sex at all, and are waiting for marriage, and they're waiting for that moment because they feel like that's the moment to transform themselves. To transform themselves. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. But what was I going to say? The women here in their youth, they were really psychic. Yeah, this is really a long video. It's already 15 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up. But the men, let's just finish with the men. The men have a love for women that are power hungry, a love for women that have a profound sexual appetite, a love for women that are really deep, a love for women that have a lot of secrecy about them, because this allures, it's very alluring to these men. They want their women to have, a certain sexual aura to them. And when I say sexual, it doesn't always have to be that they just want to have sex with them. Just an aura of, I don't really want to have sex with you, but you just inspire me. You just like looking at you just makes me want to go do things. They want their women to look like that, because sex can be kind of like inspiration. It's like an energy, it just flows through you. You feel a certain way. You don't always have to have, you don't always have to do that to experience the sexual energy. So these men they just love that when it comes to women. They love their women to have that capacity to bring that energy through them. So this is my take on Venus in the 8th house. This is the longest one. I don't know why. I had a lot to say about it, I guess, but maybe it's to you guys' benefit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. One love.